These 3 items represent 3 different things that you need to know before you start selling on Amazon FBA. Now you may be wondering, what does a measuring tape, a calculator, and a flashlight have to do with selling on Amazon? And in this video, I'm going to tell you, because these 3 things will make or break your success and whether or not your Amazon business works. Now I'm Jimmy Smith, and I've been selling on Amazon since December of 2015, selling over $6 million worth of products on the platform. So I know a thing or two about how you get started on Amazon and what it takes to be successful. And so this very first one is the measuring tape. So just like using this measuring tape for measuring anything that you are going to be putting onto a wall or a space or something that you need to build, we also need to be very careful about every small detail regarding Amazon's terms of service and adhering to their rules and policies. So step 1 is making sure that you fully understand Amazon's policies to be able to sell on the platform. Because if you're off just a little bit, even an inch, just like with this measuring tape, that small amount can cause Amazon to have an issue with your selling ability. We need to make sure of all the rules, of all the restrictions, and how we follow their policies. As the Amazon marketplace has expanded and changed over the years, they have changed their policies. So if you're doing any of the methods of selling on Amazon, whether it's buying low from another store and selling onto Amazon, or it's buying wholesale, or it's buying private label, or doing branded bundles, knowing Amazon's policies and strictly adhering to them will set you up for much more success in the future. I have seen many sellers try to skirt Amazon's rules and operate in a gray area that eventually Amazon catches and decides to ban their accounts. And you do not want that to happen. So what you need to do is make sure that you're following the rules exactly how you should be, buying products from authorized distributors, not doing drop shipping from another store, making sure that the products that you're listing on, the actual listing pages, match with Amazon's terms of service. I've done many videos over the years that generic and misbranded items are a problem with Amazon. And if you don't notice those changes, those red flags, then you will be in bad shape whenever Amazon eventually catches up to that. So what are some of those red flags that you can look out for on a listing page? Well, 1, if you're doing arbitrage and you're buying them from a retail or online store and selling them onto Amazon, you need to make sure that the products you're selling on Amazon exactly match those items. And the way to do that is by looking at the Amazon listing page and seeing if the brand matches the title of the product and if the brand matches the actual product that you are sending in. That is one of the big red flags to watch out for, because anyone can set up a listing on Amazon and they can do it improperly, and we need to make sure that the products we're selling are the exact products that Amazon is showing on the product page. 2, you need to make sure that you're buying products from a legitimate and authorized distributor. Whether it's an online or retail store, that's fine, but avoiding stores like TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory, places that they may have a lot of profit in them, they ultimately don't have the documentation that Amazon requires to prove their legitimacy and authenticity. So we need to be buying from authentic stores such as Walmart, Target, regional grocery stores, local and niche stores that are buying direct from a distributor. And 3rd, you need to make sure that the products that you're buying and selling are ungated or unrestricted in your account. I have seen sellers try to skirt those rules and list on listings that typically they're gated in the brand, but for some reason this listing is okay for them to sell on. That is a problem. You need to listen to Amazon's restrictions. If they restrict you from a brand such as Lego, then don't list on a listing that has Lego products in it, because if you do that and Amazon sees it, they will get your account in trouble, and it will be a much harder road to get back onto the platform. So if you're restricted in something, avoid that brand completely, or get ungated in it by following Amazon's typical rules and procedures of getting an invoice from an authorized distributor, submitting it to Amazon, and them approving you in that category. These different things, there's plenty more red flags that I recommend that you watch out for, but these different things will make a huge difference on your success with selling on the Amazon platform. Now the second prop, the calculator. This represents the capital and cost management to successfully selling on Amazon. To be a successful Amazon seller, you need to know your numbers. You need to make sure that the products that you're sending in are profitable, that they have a high return on investment, and that you're able to manage the cash flow that comes through the business. So many people that get started in Amazon FBA don't realize the different things that they they need to do to ensure that they've got enough money left over for taxes, that they have enough money to have profit in their business, that they can pay themselves, so they can buy more inventory and continue to grow and scale. And so by knowing your numbers and by taking time to truly buy the products that are profitable and that you can make a good return on, that is where you're going to set yourself up from the rest. Because if you're new and you don't fully understand the numbers and you just say, oh, this product is $10 and I can sell it for $18, that's an $8 margin. Well, that's wrong, because Amazon has fees, and there's not just fees from Amazon, but there's fees to ship them into Amazon, and there's prep costs and all of these other little things that go into it that really aren't that complicated, but take a little bit of time to fully learn and understand. I've done plenty of videos on YouTube on how to understand your numbers regarding your Amazon business, whether it's setting up a profit first bookkeeping system, or it's knowing the difference between return on investment and profit margin. Whatever it is, there are plenty of videos on here that you can check out for more information on how to accurately calculate your numbers with your Amazon business. Now, before I get to the third prop here, if you're interested in learning on how to get started with Amazon FBA in the right way through arbitrage and through wholesale, then I recommend a free 30-day training that I put together. You'll get an email once per day for 30 days with a new training on how to get started with your Amazon business. All you have to do is go to askjimmysmith.com/free training. That link's below and in the description, and I'll see you over there. Now, this flashlight is here to help us understand that we can utilize our sourcing methods for finding good products. By focusing our research in the right direction and shining a light on that, we can discover niches that offer high profitability and have much less competition than what the rest of the pack is looking at. Now, the majority of Amazon sellers out there, especially people learning on YouTube, are trying to do private label. They're trying to start a business, start a brand without ever having any knowledge on Amazon, and they're going through these expensive courses, spending $5,000 to $10,000 on inventory and potentially much more on that for ads and promotions just to get a product to sell. Where what is actually profitable for newer sellers to start with, and maybe eventually get into the private label model in the future, the way to start is through replens arbitrage. And replens arbitrage is simply buying products over and over again, replenishing them from local stores, either retail stores or online websites. So you're buying them lower at those stores, selling them higher on Amazon. Now, when you do that, you are allowing yourself to learn the Amazon platform. You are finding products that have demand and that are actually profitable. You can see the selling history of those products utilizing Keepa.com and a lot of the training that I give on this YouTube channel. Plus, you're able to give yourself some leeway that if you make a few mistakes on a few products, you have dozens more products that you're testing so that those can be profitable and you can build your business from the right foundation. So how can we use our flashlight, our sourcing methods to find those profitable niches in the replens arbitrage business? Well, one, you can look for local and niche stores. If you're in an area, every city has their own local stores, whether it's a local grocery store or a local hardware store, local music supply store, arts and crafts store. These local stores offer you an opportunity to access a ton of products that other national chains like Walmart or Target don't have. And you can find a lot of opportunities at these local and niche stores that other sellers aren't currently accessing. Another thing that you can do is look at some regional products. And so if you're at a grocery store, a regional grocery store in your area, there are going to be products that are local only to that area that other places around the country do not have. I recently moved from St. Louis to Florida, and I don't have access to buying some of my favorite St. Louis products. The only place for me to purchase them are on Amazon. And I'm typically purchasing them on Amazon from a third-party seller that is buying them in St. Louis and selling them for 2 to 3 times the price on the Amazon marketplace. This allows you an opportunity to go find those local regional products that no one else is able to access because they don't live where you live, but Amazon is allowing you to sell them on the platform to customers around the country that do want to buy those products. And then the third thing that you can do to find the right products for your arbitrage replens business is by looking at stores store brands. So even national stores like Walmart and Target, actually, especially national stores like Walmart and Target, have their own store brands or store private label brands, such as Equate at Walmart or Mainstays at Walmart or Boots and Barclay at Target. These types of store brands, while may not be the perfect thing for you to go source right now, but knowing this method of what national stores or regional stores, what are their private label and store brands. The reason this is important is because if you're sourcing these from the store, you know that Amazon is not also selling these products because they don't have access to them. They won't be buying them wholesale from Walmart to sell on their platform. No, the only way to get these products onto Amazon is through arbitrage sellers like ourselves. And this is where you can make a lot of money following just those 3 methods. And there's dozens more to highlight those opportunities through arbitrage sourcing that I teach on this channel and other places that will help you to separate your replens arbitrage business from the rest. Now, hopefully this illustration was very helpful in showing you the 3 things that you need to know to be successful with an Amazon FBA business. Again, I do have a free 30-day training if you'd like to sign up for that and get access to a daily email with some extra training for you on how to get started or even maximize your Amazon business. Just go to that link below that I mentioned earlier. If you have any questions at all for me, if there are other things that you have been doing that you feel sellers should know, put those in the comments down below and I'll be sure to respond to any and every question and comment that I possibly can. Hope this video helps you and blesses you. You have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.